Happy New Year!
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Gina, how's it going? I was just reading
hey!
the latest issue of Boys Life magazine on my iPad here.
We both had bits going on. You were busy reading when it started, and I was busy counting down.
Yes,
That was
funny bits,
fun.
Gina, funny bits.
That was a fun time. Okay, well, welcome everybody to hashtag Trek at 2. We've got Xavier from Pack 118 in the house. He's in Florida, by the way. We've got Owen. Hello. I do wonder who else is going to join us. We're here every weekday at 2 p.m. to take you on a journey through the pages of Boys Life magazine. You can actually get the app for free right now if you go to Google Play or the App Store. Search Boys Life. You get a whole year and a little bit extra for free. The June 2020 issue is also up. It just hit our virtual newsstand, so you guys can be checking that out. We
That's
read
what's
the
really
few.
cool is that we're sort of like reading stuff that people, if you just get the print edition, you might not have it yet. We are giving you a glimpse into the future with some stuff from the June 2020 issue. Very cool.
That's right. We are coming to you from the future, right?
I'm I'm also very appreciative of our loyal viewers who they are always here at 2 p.m. They do not
On
get here late. They are always on time, and we appreciate that very much.
Connor from Wyandotte, Michigan, in Troop
You finally got that
777.
right. It took you like a month, but now you get it right every single time.
I feel like I do, but I always question it.
I think you
Um,
do.
we got a Troop 567 in the house. We have quite a few people watching right now. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. At the end of today's show, we are going to show you. I've been asking you guys to submit thank you videos for essential workers. Well, we have the video. It's all ready to show you guys. You may have seen it, you may not have, but I won't say who. But some of our viewers are in this video, so I know that we're having a great dialogue because we asked for you guys to submit a video. You did it, and now we're going to show you live
So,
in living color.
so, so some of the people watching right now might see themselves in that video. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
That's
Great
awesome.
news. Connor says I'm saying Wyandotte perfectly. Killian is here, and you guys want to know one thing about Killian. Do not call him his dad's name, Ryan. Please call
We,
him Killian.
we learned that. We learned that
Yes.
yesterday. Yes, we made that mistake once. We will not make it again.
I like it because we get to learn two names. We don't get to just learn your name, we get to learn your parents' name at the same time. It's double the challenge.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Aaron, we have a very cool little story we're reading today, right?
We are reading a very neat story today, a very interesting story that is near and dear, I think, certainly to my heart and perhaps your heart too, Gina.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are going to read about hygiene at camp. A scout is clean, as we all know, right? And that even applies to campouts, summer camp, backpacking treks, anytime in the wilderness. Just because you're out in the woods doesn't mean you don't need to stay clean. And so we're going to talk about different products and different ways that a scout can stay clean while at camp.
Now, Aaron, is this something that you struggle with? Good hygiene?
It's not something that I personally struggle with. I like to stay clean all the time, even when I'm away from, the shower for a long time. But I will say that in my family, we have a family history of struggling with this. My son, who was in Cub Scouts for years and is in Boy Scouts and has been to summer camp, I would imagine this is true with a lot of scouts. He thinks of being in the outdoors as a time where you don't have to shower, you don't have to brush your teeth, you don't have to do anything. And that's completely not true. And anybody who's ever been to summer camp, certainly any adult who may be watching right now who's ever been to summer camp with their kids, knows that during summer camp, when it's hot, everybody's sweating, it really just takes 2 days or so before things get
Mm-hmm.
really gross. So we're going to talk
Oof.
about how to prevent that today.
Yeah, let's just be frank. I've been to Jamboree, and it was
Yeah.
a very fun experience. But
Hmm.
sometimes you'd get to the concerts at night, the shows, everybody's very close together. You guys might remember back in the day when you actually would be near people,
Right.
and it smelled like BO. That's short
It,
for body odor.
the Jamboree
Okay.
is a great example, Gina. I'm glad you brought that up. And we all hope that certainly by next summer for the Jamboree, we'll all be able to line up shoulder to shoulder at a cool concert or whatever at night, right? Even just around a
Yes.
campfire or something. It's a good idea not to stink during those times if it's possible.
You are going to meet people there from all over the world, all over the country for sure.
Hmm.
You just don't want them to be the first thing they think is like dirty,
Yeah,
whatever state you're from, or dirty Americans.
right. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
and besides all that, it's not really all about societal pressure, although there's plenty of that, like people who make you
Yep.
feel like you stink or you should be clean. It's healthy, right? I think that you're going to talk a little bit about that.
Yes, and definitely during the summer, actually, any time of the year, in order for your body can do a better job of regulating its temperature if you're clean. Certainly during the summer, when you sweat, it's that evaporation of the sweat that makes you feel clean, right? As that moisture leaves your body. I mean, I'm sorry, that makes you feel cool. And if
Right.
you're dirty, if you've got a bunch of gunk and grime, that sweat just sits there on your skin, and not only does it feel gross, it makes it harder for your body to cool down. Anybody who's ever been camping in the summer should know that. Staying clean and getting that gunk and grime off your body is not only friendly for your fellow campers, it also makes it healthier for you and easier to stay clean.
Yeah.
Can I read the stories? We're ready to get started?
Yeah. Let's do
All
it.
right, let's do that. So again, this is from the June issue of Boys Life magazine. The headline is "A Scout is Clean Even in Camp." And remember these hygiene tips so you can stay healthy in the outdoors. This is by one of our valuable contributors, Michael Lanza, who is our gear guy. Camping and backpacking are all about getting dirty, guilt free, right? Well, yes, but with an important reminder. The same hands we use for building campfires, exploring the wilderness, and relieving ourselves outside will also, several times a day, handle the food that goes into our mouths. So that's an interesting way of looking at it is that, when you're outdoors, you're obviously going to be cooking. So, when you get to your campsite, you unhook, you set up your tent, you build a fire, you do whatever you need to do, then you go cook food, right? Pretty important to stay clean. Hands are a primary route for transmitting bacteria, viruses, and other little nasties that can wreak serious havoc. Follow these tips to make sure you stay healthy and clean. And what an appropriate time to be talking about hand washing, right? We've all heard over the last couple of months how important hand washing is. So when you go out camping again with your troop, all that doesn't go away. It still applies. First of all, let's
Patricia
talk about.
actually wants to make sure, I'm sorry, Jacqueline actually wants to make sure we know hygiene right now includes stop touching your face, but she's seeing it in this video. So definitely called us out.
I am terrible about that.
Jacqueline.
I'm terrible about that.
I am
Yes.
too. Sometimes my face itches and
I,
it's really hard. I try to be more
yes.
conscious of it outside the house, but
Yes.
it's so
And
hard.
thank you for pointing that out,
I
Jacqueline.
think that was you, Eric, not you.
I'm going to see if I can go the rest of this video without touching my face one time. Here we go. All right. Our first topic, Gina, is food safety. Always wash your hands before eating or preparing food. Whenever soap isn't appropriate, for instance, to avoid contaminating water sources, scrub and rinse your hands in water to remove dirt, and then use hand sanitizer to kill germs and bacteria. Okay, I had to sneeze there right in the middle of reading this live. I apologize. I'm pretty sure I've got another sneeze coming here. Hold on. Okay, a good opportunity for me to illustrate proper sneezing techniques. My allergies are going crazy, everybody, as I'm sure probably a lot of people's are in the spring. So if it wasn't crazy enough with everything going around, I've got the sneezies from the allergies. So I apologize for that. Notice how I still did not touch my face though. So when you're camping, you should instruct everyone to not stick their hands into a shared food bowl or bag. Using a serving spoon or pouring food into a personal bowl is the way to go. Now, must-haves on any trip includes a toothbrush, a small tube of toothpaste, and dental floss. And don't forget to bring toilet paper. I am terrible about forgetting to bring toilet paper on camping trips. That's for some reason, that's just the one thing that I often forget is toilet paper. I don't know why that happens. Now, girls who are watching, don't forget your feminine hygiene products. Follow leave no trace principles in the backcountry by packing out any used items. A small plastic bottle of unscented alcohol based sanitizer or a large bottle for a group should be standard equipment on any trip. We've all probably used hand sanitizer more in the last few months, maybe, than we ever had before. And you definitely need to keep it camping. I have an itchy nose. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have itchy nose. I'm trying not to touch my face, though. Keep your hand sanitizer bottle out where everyone can see it and use it, like on a picnic table in camp. Don't wait to learn this lesson until you suffer a miserable day of vomiting from a bacterial infection. Getting an upset stomach or a viral infection is very inconvenient when you're at home. It's even worse when you're in the woods. And not only is it inconvenient and gross and maybe a little bit embarrassing, it's also dangerous because when you throw up or when you have diarrhea, as gross as that is, you lose a lot of liquid, you use a lot of water, and you can easily become dehydrated. So that's another reason we didn't mention for keeping your hands clean when you're camping. You don't want to get any bacteria or viri in your body. When you get sick in the backcountry, it's way worse than it is when you get sick at home. Camping wipes, such as Survivorware biodegradable wet wipes or combat wipes, provide a quick, convenient way for washing. Taking a bath, and I'm putting bath in quotation marks, with camping or baby wipes to remove dirt and sweat prevents infections, helps you sleep better, and keeps your sleeping bag from getting dirty and smelly. Pack out any used wipes, even those sold as biodegradable. That's a good point. Just because it says biodegradable, as a scout, we still don't just throw them into the ground. We take them out with us. Just to be sure we leave no trace. I actually just used generic baby wipes on my last camp out in order to try to stay clean. My experience with baby wipes is they maybe aren't quite strong enough. They don't quite have enough oomph to clean a grown man like these wipes that are specifically made for camping. The brands that we mentioned for wipes that our gear guy recommends, again, Survivorware biodegradable wet wipes, and a different brand is also called Combat Wipes. They're pretty cheap, $10 for a pack of biodegradable wet wipes, $7 for a pack of 25 Combat Wipes. Maybe a little bit more expensive than just regular baby wipes, but again, my own personal experience, baby wipes don't quite have enough soap. I think they're meant to be gentle, right, for the baby bottoms out there. So in my experience, hi Gina, my experience, wet wipes maybe don't quite have enough stuff. So I recommend these wipes that are designed for camping. And there's a real good point here. Wipe yourself down before you get in your sleeping bag at night, because there's nothing worse than a yucky, gross, dirty sleeping bag. So when you've been out during the day sweating and perspiring, before you go to bed at night in your tent, just give yourself a good wipe down. Get snuggled up in that sleeping bag or sleeping sheet or blanket or whatever you have to stay clean. Another thing you can use on a camp out is biodegradable soap. One of the most popular kinds of biodegradable soap is Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Liquid Soap. It sells for about $7 for an 8-ounce bottle. There's also another brand called Camp Suds. A bandana or quick-drying microfiber pack towel doubles as a washcloth that can easily be rinsed and dried after each use. So if you have access to water, biodegradable soap is a great way to get clean. Don't be afraid to use it once or twice a day. Washing your hands, wash your feet. That is also a cleanliness priority. When you walk around all day with hiking boots on, your feet get really gross and sweaty. And talk about stinky. And that, the smell of stinky feet, we kind of laugh around and joke about it, but that smell that's bacteria that's gotten in there and breaking down all the dirt and stuff that's in there. That's a sign you need to get clean. So you can get blisters from that. You can get fungus growing on your feet. It's gross. Not only is it inconvenient, but it's just not healthy. So at least once a day, remove your footwear and socks and rinse off your feet and dry them thoroughly before putting your boots back on. At the end of the day, a solar camp shower left sitting in the sun provides a hot, albeit brief, shower. The Sea to Summit Pocket Shower, it costs $35 and only weighs 5 ounces. It's light enough for backpacking and holds about 2.5 gallons of water. Now, this is not like taking a shower at home, but it is something that you often rig from a tree and it hangs above you, and it basically drips water out enough for you to take a quick little shower. You don't just stand there under it with the water running the whole time. You basically get yourself rinsed off, turn it off, lather yourself down while you're wearing a swimsuit or something like that, turn it back on, rinse off, get out of there again, save enough water for the next person. We don't want to waste water. Don't bathe with soap in a stream or lake. Phosphates in standard soap can pollute water and cause harmful algal blooms. Instead, bathe at least 200 feet from bodies of water. And we recommend that you're doing that even if you use a soap that says biodegradable, just to be safe. We recommend that you bathe 200 feet away from a river or stream, just to be safe. Many years ago, you could go into the lake maybe and bathe with biodegradable soap, and a lot of people probably still do that. And it's certainly better to use biodegradable soap than just use regular soap from your home. But really, to be sure that we're being safe, you should do that 200 feet away from bodies of water. With a limited wardrobe, use the same layers when hiking and keep a clean change of base layers to wear around camp or where sleeping. Carry enough underwear to change every day. We could probably do another whole bit on changing your underwear every day, Gina, because that's something else that I think a lot of young Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, they don't have any interest in changing their underwear. They'll wear the same pair for days and days and days in the outdoors. And
that should be like a non-negotiable, not need to be said. You should
it's
change your underwear every
it's
day.
not even up for debate. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You might not be able to wash your clothes, but if you have biodegradable soap, you can. But if you change your underwear every day, and if you wear maybe like a t-shirt, under your uniform or under a jacket if it's warm or whatever, change that every day. If you also wipe your body down at night with one of these wipes, or maybe you're fortunate enough to have access to a shower, a portable shower, you can actually stay pretty clean. There's a little portable shower example right there. You can actually stay pretty clean without too much work. Now, you're not going to feel as comfortable as you do at home when you get out of the hot shower and you towel off and you put on clean clothes, but it certainly beats the alternative that my son often chooses of just not showering at all.
Well, you made me think too with like the comment about how your feet might smell. You know, like oftentimes we wear shoes without socks. Your feet really smell, which makes me think your socks must be absorbing a lot of that bacteria and taking that smell. So like things like that are absorbing lots of sweat every day, like you talk about your undershirt or any undergarments or your socks.
Yes.
That stuff's not stuff you probably want to not just keep wearing every day without washing.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can wash your socks or your underwear with that same non-biodegradable soap, as long as you're 200 feet away from the closest water source. You can wash it. You can hang it up if you're if it's not raining. Hopefully, if you're outside, it can dry up and things like that. If you have enough space, you bring an extra pair of underwear, extra pair of socks. It just depends on how much you're willing to carry around with you, where you're camping. If you're just a few feet from your car, you can store stuff in your car. So you just kind of have to balance that. You may, if you're on a big backpacking trek, you may not want to waste space with 7 different pairs of socks. But in that case, you want to make sure you clean them because, like Gina says, you certainly don't want to wear the same pair every day. We didn't even talk about brushing your teeth, Gina, but that's another thing. Brushing your teeth, don't do it in a pond or a lake. Brush your teeth away from 200 feet or so away from ponds and lakes. And I actually, my dentist told me that it's really not that terrible of a thing to just brush your teeth with water and no toothpaste. If it's just a matter of a few days, if you just use your regular, water bottle, stick the toothbrush in there and brush your teeth just with water, as long as you do a good enough thorough job, you gotta brush really thoroughly. You can actually do that for a few days and be okay. Now your mouth is not going to feel super clean and minty fresh like it normally does, but in terms of preventing plaque buildup and things like that, brushing your teeth with water, if it's just for a few days, is not a totally unreasonable deal. Now, if you're going to be out there for longer, you need to bring a little pack of toothpaste.
I've had the experience when I've gone camping for more than a day or two. Oops, touched my face. Sorry.
I know, it's hard not to. I had a sneeze fit earlier. You might have missed. I was sneezing and I had to.
That was scary. I got sent onto the other side of a live stream, and you guys do not want to know what you see out there. Thank goodness Aaron was here to save the day. But I've had the experience when I've gone camping for, a few days and more of an extended period. Let's say you get back. I must not be doing the right thing with my toothbrush because I have to throw it away when I get back. It smells kind of weird. Like, it's not like at a hotel or something where I can leave it out in a cup to air.
Because you have to pack it away, right?
So I think probably there's something to making sure your toothbrush is dry.
Yes.
Right.
Because you have to pack it in like a Ziploc bag or in one of those little toothbrush holders that it can't ever dry out because it's always sealed away. Yeah. And after a few days, I think that it's probably a good idea once you get back from a camping trip to just throw that toothbrush away. And when you get back home, just start fresh with a new one probably.
That's right. Paul mentions that he has a Cub Scout story that's become a unit lore related to this. I bet a lot of volunteers and parents have those.
Yes.
Very gross stories.
Yeah, when we're at summer camp,
probably non-scouter.
Absolutely, yeah. When we're at summer camp with my son's Boy Scout troop, after a couple days, we just have to round up the stinky ones and walk them. And there's showers not that far away, so it's not like it's completely unreasonable. But we have to literally round them up and herd them, the ones who are obviously haven't been doing what they're supposed to do, and herd them into the shower. So kids watching out there, stay clean. It doesn't take that long. Take a shower. Not only is it considerate, it's also healthy. And adults out there, you probably already know this, but stay on top of those scouts. Make sure they're staying clean. Don't let them, get away with being lazy about that.
Right. And parents, we know it's not always the easiest thing to talk to your kid about because you don't want to make them feel bad, but there are a lot of good resources on boyslife.org that you could share with them. Or if you're a leader, you could take one for the team, share it with the whole unit at a meeting. The parents will thank you. Yes. Aaron, I'm really glad you chose to read this one today.
I thought it worked out really well. Like I said, I'm passionate about this subject, Gina, as you can probably tell. So
I am definitely too. And we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, but do not X out yet. We're going to close today. We've got some time. We've got something very special queued up. You guys are going to like this. It is the Essential Worker thank you video that Scouts put together. It's about it goes on for a while. You're going to enjoy it. And me and Aaron are going to watch it with you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Gina, I got goosebumps when I watched this video for the first time. It's very cool. Very well done. Thank you to all the Scouts who contributed. And of course, thank you to the essential workers, right? That's what it's all about.
Right. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy the video. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, healthcare workers.
Thank you to my dad and all the other essential workers.
Thank you. You're our heroes.
Thank you to all the healthcare workers, delivery people, and all the other essential workers taking risks every day.
PAC 502 in Durango, Colorado thanks you for your service. Stay safe.
Hi, I'm Brian from PAC 12 on the Big Island of Hawaii. Thank you to all the essential workers, all the first responders for risking their lives to save others. Mahalo.
Thank you for doing what you do.
For helping us stay safe against the coronavirus.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Keep going.
Thank you, essential workers.
I'm Ellie Morrison, National Commissioner of the Boy Scouts of America. In Scouting, we value kindness, helpfulness, and bravery. And you are that and so much more. Thank you for what you do every day, but especially in these times with COVID-19.
Hi, this is Seth with Troop 352 in Salem, Virginia, and I just wanted to say thank you to all those people out there working on the front lines of this pandemic.
Hi, my name is Xavier from PAC 118.
And I'm Aaron from Troop 118.
Thank you, doctors and nurses.
And essential workers for all that you do. Bye.
Hi, I'm Ryan with PAC 104. Thank you to our first responders and healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, police, military. Stay home, stay safe.
Thank you to all doctors and nurses and healthcare workers for saving people's lives from Hack 506, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Mahalo nui loa. Emmy, thank you very much. To all of our essential workers for all that you do. From us on Oahu, mahalo.
Thank you, every community, for keeping us safe and healthy. You are awesome. We are grateful.
Thank you to all the nurses and first responders from Pack 120.
We'd like to thank all the essential workers, especially the ones that go unnoticed, such as janitors who clean hospitals and airports. I'd like to thank the essential workers who work in the power industry, such as my dad.
I'd like to thank the essential workers in the transportation business, such as my dad.
Thank you, all medical and essential workers. We owe it to you, and we will do our part. From Amok and Rick and all of Pack 650. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank my brother Paul, who's an ER doctor, my niece Julie, who's an EMT, and my nephew Brian, who's a firefighter. Also like to thank our committee chair, Dr. Chris, for all their dedication during this time. Thank you all.
Thank you for keeping us safe.
Thank you, essential workers like firefighters, police, doctors, and nurses.
Thank you for keeping us safe from Pack 295. Thank you, farmers, truckers, grocery store workers for having us food from Pack 506, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Thank you, all workers, Pack 420.
Hello, my name is Karis and I'm a Lion Scout.
My name is Kristen and I'm a Bear Scout.
And we're from Pack 503. We would like to say a big thank you for all the hardworking workers
that work hard to keep our community safe.
Thank you to all of the nurses, doctors, police officers, EMTs for keeping us safe. From Trip 156 in Powell, Tennessee.
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you for all you've done.
Thank you, essential workers, for keeping us safe.
Thank you, hospital workers, for keeping people safe.
Thank you for your service and all that you do. We really appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Ethan from Troop 51. Thank you for your service and God bless.
Thank you, essential workers, for all your hard work from Pack 214.
Thank you, essential workers, for putting your life on the line during this hard pandemic. And also, Happy Nurses Week from Pack 9209.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, doctors and nurses, for fighting off the coronavirus.
Thank you, community, for all you have done from Alaska's Pack 6.
Thank you, all essential workers, for keeping us safe in this global crisis, and may you all stay safe from Troop 196.
Thank you, essential workers,
Doctors and nurses for being here during this tough time and helping us and others.
Thank you to all essential workers from Troop 766 and Pack 375.
Thank you, healthcare workers, like my mom, for protecting us from COVID-19.
Thank you to the essential workers who are risking their lives and working hard to keep us safe from COVID-19. You are the people that give us hope during this pandemic.
Thank you, first responders, Pack 3.
Thank you, the hospital, for helping the people that have the coronavirus. And please help them in this tough moment. From Pack 552.
We really thank you that you're still doing your job out at this tough time.
My name is Alex from Pack 96, and I want to thank all the doctors and nurses for working so hard to keep us safe.
Thank you to grocery store employees, retail workers, doctors, nurses, medical staff, truckers, farmers, postal package service, and anyone else who has helped
others during this pandemic. From Pack 91.
Built my own hero. That's to be strong as a lion and brave as an eagle. And you're my hero. Thank you so much, first responders, for putting your life on the line every day for us.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I just want to give a quick shout out to all the emergency workers who are saving lives, and I'm praying for all of you to make it through this pandemic and hope you're safe.
I would like to thank all essential workers out there on the front lines. My mom is one of them.
I am very thankful to all the healthcare workers and especially
Thank you, essential workers, for putting your lives on the line to keep us safe.
Thank you, essential workers from Troop 84.
Thank you to all the essential workers for working during this hard time. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you for all you did in this coronavirus time. Thank you.
Doctors, nurses, and all medical workers, thank you for a great job during this pandemic. Keep it up. Gabriel, Pack 33.
Thank you and for helping our community and giving your heart and your soul to every one of us.
My shout goes to the U.S. Postal Service. Thank you for all you've done.
Hey, I'm Jacob,
And I'm Joshua, and we're from Troop 263.
and we want to say thank you to all the essential workers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for putting your lives at risk, and also thank you for helping others.
Thank you, frontline workers, for everything you've done by keeping us safe. We love you from Pack 591, Miami, Florida.
Thank you, essential workers. Your work is really important.
Thank you, essential workers, for doing a good job from Pack 3607.
On the behalf of Troop 601, I'd like to thank you, essential workers.
Thank you, essential workers, for all you do, and stay safe out there.
We really appreciate it. May you stay healthy and safe. Thank you, nurses and doctors, for everything that you have done. You can keep going. It'll soon be over. Thank you for everything that you have done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for what you do. There really aren't words to say thank you enough, but we'll try one thank you at a time.
Thank you, everyone who works on the front lines. We salute you.